shoot. Okay, we're ready. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the MG Cup Series here on ESPN. We are at Kentucky. Revamped Kentucky because, well, I had to switch the version of the track because the one we used last season kind of broke. But anyways, we are at Kentucky Speedway here in Sparta, Kentucky. Man, these cars look beautiful. I'm not sure why, but the quality keeps getting messed up on my when I actually upload these to YouTube. So I'm still trying to figure out how to fix that. But until then, y'all are gonna pretty much get base in our 2003 quality. Worse than that, actually. But we are at Kentucky once again with a not a double header, but the Pro Series was just here a couple of days ago, and back when we were at, what was it, at Las Vegas. Now we're here at Kentucky, or were they here when we were at Atlanta? I don't know, man. I don't remember. But we're at Kentucky, getting ready to drop the green flag. Greg Biffle is your pole sitter. Tony Stewart second into the box, and we are green from Kentucky. And already moves being made. Look at these drivers shoot up to the outside. They're already 3 wide, heading down to the turn 1, almost 4 wide. They were fanning them out big time. NR's volume is really quiet for some reason. And this is our second week here being on ESPN. Look at them, how spread out they get as far as width of the track, not length. They get bunched up and go about 3-4 wide. This track is wide enough for maybe even 7 wide, so hold on to your horses, guys, because it may be a wide racetrack, but you run out of room very quickly here. Something these ARCA drivers figured out in a hurry, or excuse me, the Pro Series drivers figured out in a hurry. And it is one rough track as well. Lots of bumps. Whoa, Chris Mack wiggling off of turn 4 there. Hangs on to it. Cars are everywhere. Jimmy Johnson won this race last season, now all up on the rear bumper of his teammate, the 5 Kyle Busch, the rookie Kyle Busch. These cars are all over the place, bumping and bouncing along over these bumps here. Not sure how they're able to keep it straight. Contact being made. They keep it straight for now. Chris Mack dropping like a rock. Started in 4th place. He's dropped all the way outside of the top 10. Trouble. Oh, big crash. Oh my goodness. Tony Stewart on his side. Terrible crash there. Stewart's car is destroyed. Carl Edwards racing back to the line. He is your leader right now. Rusty Wallace on his back bumper, but Carl Edwards leads the race back. And a vicious crash at the rear end of the field. Tony Stewart's car got tossed through the air multiple times, landed on the wall, and grinded like a skateboard, Joey Gase style. Came to rest on all 4 wheels. A terrible crash there. Brings out the first caution of the day. We're going to go back and take a look at what just happened here. Jeff Gordon into the outside wall. Down the track, collects Stewart and Kenseth. And then, bang! Kyle Petty hits him. And he bounces off the wall right into the path of Dave Blaney. The car launches through the air. Lands on the safer barrier. As I said, grinds along the wall. Kind of look more like Casey Kane or Martin Truex Jr. rather than Joey Gase. Man, that was a violent wreck. And Tony Stewart still hasn't climbed out yet. The window net is down, letting us know that he is okay, but he's trying to take a second to catch his breath, and you can see why. My goodness, a vicious crash. Absolutely just wicked wreck. Middle of 1 and 2. Stewart car gets tossed tossed around like a ball. Let's take another look at it from this angle. They're gonna be flying by you here. Get a real sense of speed. Let's go on board with Tony. Your Daytona 500 winner this season. Out early after this. That was brutal. Man. Oh, whoops. Alright, let's go back again. Gotta slow it down here. Watch this. The car slams into the outside wall. It's gonna slide along, gets hit hard, bounces off the wall, gets hit hard again, flies through the air, nails the outside wall again. Multiple big hits for the 20. And he slides along, hits the 17 while he's on his side, comes down on all fours. We're gonna go on board with Matt Kenseth. Happened so quickly. But hey, we survived. We survived a lot longer than we did last time. Who else was involved? Kyle Petty had some damage in it right off of him. Up on the high side, nowhere to go. Blaney. A wild, scary crash from Kentucky. All drivers are out of their cars. Stewart shaken up, but he is okay. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back to Kentucky Speedway here on ESPN, the MG Cup Series. Racing at this track for only the second time. And man, the things get wild there. Drivers being very aggressive. Green flag back in the air. Expect to see more crazy, chaotic fanning out and racing on this restart here. It's already they're side by side for the lead. Carl Edwards trying to hold on to it on the high side. Rusty Wallace clears him down low. Edwards with the runoff, gonna try to cross him over down the backstretch, heading down into turn 3. Edwards in the 99 gets to the inside. And he's got a push from his teammate in the 6, Mark Martin, in that Viagra number 6 machine. To the inside of Carl Edwards, side by side at the line. Martin, I believe, led that lap. 3 wide behind for second. That's a third Roush Racing entry. The 97 of Kurt Busch. And another one, Greg Biffle in the 16 back there as well. 4 Roush Racing cars right here inside the top 10. They're all charging their way to the front. The only one who isn't up there right now, 17 of Matt Kenseth, who was in that wreck. Fly through 1 and 2. Down the back. Oh, contact further back there. Chris Mack, they get a little loose off of turn 2, kept it straight for now. Speed. Oh, one spinning! And that's Chris Mack through the grass. He's gonna come back up onto the racetrack. He straightens it out. What a save. Let's see what happened here to that 86. As he He went around. Looks like he's underneath the 49 of Ken Schrader. He gets a little bit loose with that 49 being to his outside. Then a little bit of contact. That just sends him all the way around. Stays in the gas. Never gives up driving it. Stays in the gas. Lets it spin down into the grass. The rear end comes off the ground, but the roof flaps set it back down. He's got the brakes locked there. He gets off the brakes. The car doesn't overcorrect, and that would have been bad if he did. Boris said was coming up quickly, and he just keeps it rolling. Quick little spin, and he keeps it going. How about that for Chris Mack? Oh, I forgot they didn't cross the line yet. Whoops. Looking at the race back though. Mark Martin's gonna win it. Jimmy Johnson's right there in second. Your defending champion of the MG Cup Series right there. We're gonna be right back after this. Welcome back to the MG Cup Series here on ESPN. 16 laps in, already had 2 cautions. One for a wild wreck involving Tony Stewart, and another one for the 86 going for a spin. Mark Martin is your leader right now. 61 of Tony Raines, or is that Tony Raines? Who's in that car this week? Yep, Tony Raines. Pulls up to the inside. Off of turn 4 into the... And the green flag is in the air once again. We are racing from Kentucky. Let's get a good flyby heading down into turn 1 here on this restart. Heading down the backstretch. Cars jockeying for position. Switching lanes. 1-3 wide, doing everything they can to try to get to the front. Carl Edwards trying to figure out a way past the 61 of Tony Raines. Down the front stretch once again. Look at this. Look at the speed that these guys are going at. Side by side for the lead. Jimmy Johnson is going to take it into turn 3, but look at Kevin Harvick in the 29 coming to the front. Oh, and we got one spinning in the back. 3 cars around, 4 cars. Into the outside wall. Caution is out, racing back around to the line. Jimmy Johnson, your leader. Look at Jamie McMurray as he moves up into the second. Rusty Wallace to the inside of Kevin Harvick for third. McMurray trying to get down and block the 2. He does, just a little bit. Wallace to his inside. Johnson's going to run the race back to the yellow flag. And at the line, I believe McMurray edged out the 2 for P2 there. Mike Wallace's car is destroyed. Front end of that car all torn up. A few other cars were involved in that as well. I believe the 31 of Jeff Burton. You see the 24 of Jeff Gordon with damage, and no, that was the 32 of Bobby Hamilton actually. So let's see what happened here on the front stretch. So looks like it's Chris Mack once again. He spun and brought out the last caution, just trying to work his way back up through the field. Looks like he got up into the outside wall. He's loose. He's chasing the car down the racetrack. It was right across the nose of the 32. He spins it through the grass once again. 24 and the 4 make head-on contact, and they go into the wall. Hard hit for the 4 car. Mike Wallace went in hard there. We're going to go on board with the 24 Jeff Gordon. Watch this. They both went in hard. Destroyed the rear ends of those cars. Chris Mack with another quick little 360 and a save there. did cut a tire down. Gotta be careful though. If he moves too fast, that tire might start ripping apart the fender, and he looks like he's just done. Doesn't want to do this anymore. Just pulls it into the garage. Gotta respect that decision. When you're just struggling to drive it out there, why put other drivers at risk? Because you're struggling to control your car. So, smart move there by Chris Mack. We're about to go green once again here. Jamie McMurray up through the gears. We are racing once again from Kentucky. The 61 trying to stay as low as he can on this restart. Kevin Harvick through the middle there, 4 wide through 1 and 2. Back down to 3. The 16 backed out of it. Now slides in behind Rusty Wallace. We've got Pack racing down the backstretch. Jamie McMurray out in front of all of this, trying to block. 29 to Harvick gets to his inside. Here comes, look at Dale Jr. down on the apron. 4 wide through 1 and 2. Carl Edwards right behind that 61 still, just trying to figure out a way past the lap traffic. 97 to Kurt Busch trying to hold off the 12 of Ryan Newman, and Rusty Wallace having an issue. Rusty Wallace heading down pit road, unscheduled pit stop for that number 2 machine. I'm not sure what's wrong. He may have had a tire going down or what, but he's on pit road and seems to be out of the race. Meanwhile, racing back around, or back up front, I should say. 29 and the 19 side by side. Look at Jeremy Mayfield. We haven't seen him win since 2003. He had a few strong runs last season. But hasn't seen the checkered flag since the season before that, so it'll be interesting to see if he can hold on to this here. Look at the 97 Kurt Busch. Kurt Busch in his last year driving that 97 car last year with Roush Racing, looking to take the lead from Mayfield. Now with Busch also being out of a ride and a few other drivers being out of the ride at the end of this season, it'll be interesting to see where he goes next year. 31 at Jeff Burton is in the mix. He's gonna look low on Kurt. Oh, had to back out of it there. Now here comes Carl to his inside. He's gonna take advantage of that. Look at Ryan Newman. As Rusty Wallace is back out on track. Looks like maybe a loose wheel was the cause for him pitting there. So a tough break. Whoa! Jeff Burton through the grass. He did a little bunny hop there, but he saves it. I cannot believe we did not have a massive crash there on the front stretch, because Jeff Burton was all but wrecked in the grass there, and he saves it. Let's take another look at it. Right here, I thought he was going to overcorrect and slide back up the racetrack into other cars, but he keeps it straight. Look at the hop his car did on the transition from grass to asphalt, and it comes down very smoothly there. Doesn't damage the car. And now he's running just outside, or just inside the top 10. He was in the top 5 at the time, but now he's only in 9th. So didn't lose too many spots, but man, he's gonna have a lot of work to do to get back up there. He's in the middle of 3 wide now. Dale Jarrett, another driver who hasn't won since 2003. he hasn't won a points-paying race since 2003. He won the $1 Million Shootout last season. I know I do not hear the stereo right now. Oh my gosh, of all times. Anyway, Carl Edwards back in the lead. Look at the 0-1 of Joe Nemechek, who hasn't really had the best luck these past couple of seasons. Nemechek looking to get up front. He scored his career best finish last season at New Hampshire. Scored a second place finish there. I literally feel the house vibrating right now. What the heck? Alright. I'm just gonna ignore that. Anyways, got a slow car on the track. This Matt Kenseth, look out, right in front of his teammates. He's gonna hold up Carl Edwards. They're fanning out all over the place behind them. And now where's Greg Biffle gonna go? Biffle just gets by the 17. These guys are gonna have to squeeze past, and they're gonna do that. Oh, around goes the 0-1 of Joe Nemechek in front of the field. Oh, and he's getting hit multiple times. Huge crash. Nemechek rolling, lands on top of Travis Kvapil, still barrel rolling down the front straightaway across the start-finish line, lands on Ricky Rudd, and then they're still piling into it. Terry Labonte, a wild crash on the front straightaway and racing back to the line. Well, one car is racing back to the line. That's Rusty Wallace. Thank goodness, because that would have been dangerous if they had to race back right at the path of the wreck. Joe Nemechek went on the wild ride there. Car got upside down. He flipped in the Daytona 500 as well, so he has not had good luck this season. But he's not the only driver that has been upside down multiple times this season already, because Robbie Gordon did as well in the 500 and at Atlanta. But a crazy accident. Luckily, everybody is okay. So we can go back and take a look at the replay now. My goodness. Just a wild wreck. As they were just getting by those lap cars. They were just getting that sorted out. And it looks like a little bit of 4 wide gone wrong here. Nemechek on the bottom of 3 wide. Then here comes McMurray to his inside. And it looks like McMurray just got a little bit tight. Slid up the racetrack right into the 0-1. Sent him around. A couple cars getting sideways to avoid. Ryan Newman nowhere to go as the 0-1 bounced off the wall right down into him. Ken Schrader gets collected. Michael Waltrip's going to get a piece of it. Then, while that knocked the 0-1 up into the air, let's go back a second here. Watch, when the 15 hits, Nemechek sends the car all 4 wheels off the ground, and while he's in the air, he gets hit. It kind of lands on the 43 of Jeff Green, which is kind of ironic because Green and Nemechek both went upside down in the same wreck at the 500. Ricky Rudd gets on the brakes. He's going to try to avoid it. Here comes Travis Kvapil, just nowhere to go. It's the 0-1 lands on him. Ricky Rudd gets a piece of that 77. And then the 0-1 bounces right back down the track. Rudd tried to turn right at the last second to avoid, and it was too late. Gets landed on. The 0-1 rolling, landed on 2 separate cars in this wreck and still kept rolling. The 44 and the 36 had nowhere to go. They thought they made it through and they could just go low, but the wreck was still going. And they tried to stop, but they couldn't. Looks like Boris said didn't get any severe damage in that. But let's go on board with Terry Labonte and see what he saw. All the way back here, he's coming from 3 and 4. Sees smoke. Starts slowing down a little bit. He's trying to make it back to the line. He sees the car stop. He's slowing down more. Just couldn't slow down enough. Usually, when a wreck happens that far ahead of you, you'd expect it to be over. by the time you get there. And hold on. Alright. Yeah, you'd expect it to be over by the time you get there, and it just wasn't the case for him. Very unfortunate. Let's go on board with Ryan Newman. I think Newman might get away without too much here. Yeah, they come flying by him. One upside down. He's got to be wondering what in the world just happened here. Let's go on board with Michael Waltrip. Scary crash once again from Pocono. Why do I keep saying Pocono? From Kentucky Speedway. We're gonna be right back after this. And welcome back to Kentucky as cleanup continues on the front stretch. We are under a red flag once again, or for the first time here today. And yeah, just carnage on the front straightaway. If you're just tuning in, this is what happened. This is what brought out the red. The 01 of Joe Nemechek gets turned and gets hit by pretty much every car. Even when I'm in Do Not Disturb, it's still okay. So I'm confused. But what was I? Okay, yeah, if you're just joining us, this is what brought out the yellow flag and ultimately the red flag. The 01 gets sent into the wall. Most of he'll have nowhere to go. And he goes for a wild tumble across the start-finish line. Lands on top of cars and everything. I mean, just a wild, wild wreck. Alright. Red flag has been lifted. We're back under caution. Let's take one last look at this crazy accident on the front straightaway. You'll be able to see it right here. Crazy accident there on the front stretch, but luckily all drivers are okay. Cleanup has finished, so the red flag has been lifted, and yeah, we'll be right back for the drop of the green flag. Is not your leader, but he was running strong earlier in this race before he had to pit for an issue, so it'll be interesting to see how the field handles this here. So that 2 cars on the tail end of the lead lap, so is the 61 of Tony Raines, and they're gonna hold up the field, it seems like. Casey Mears in the 41 trying to get by. Dale Jarrett with the leader on the restart. He's going to fall back here. Mears, will he lead the lap? No. Kevin Harvick down low takes the lead from him with a push from Kurt Busch in the 97. And now here comes everybody. 4 wide off of turn 2. Back down to 3. Cars are everywhere here. Heading into turn 3. Kyle Busch moves to 61 up the racetrack. 3 wide once again off of turn 4. Got a few damaged race cars that are off the pace. So we may have more lap traffic shenanigans here. They're 4 wide heading into turn 3. Squeezing together. Greg Biffle way up next to the outside wall. Keeps it straight. Whoa, contact there. Keep it straight for now. Man, this is some crazy racing. Name a better track to have this package on. These guys have a lot of space to make the craziest moves they want to make. And have multiple lane choices to use as well. Look at Kurt Busch up on the high side. He has no help. Now he does. Oh, contact that almost ended badly between the two. Rusty Wallace through the middle. 3 wide off of turn 2. McMurray goes up the block to 5. Can he hop back down in front of the 9? Casey Kane got loose there, going over the bumps. These cars hitting the bumps. They will absolutely just, they're worse than the bumps at Daytona. I mean, they will, man, this is anything but a smooth racetrack. That's all I can tell you. This is very bumpy. An old surface here. These drivers struggle to keep their cars straight going over these bumps, and you can see it in the way they're racing. Look at Jamie McMurray. 5-time winner last season, looking to get his first of this season. And they're 4 wide behind them. Kyle Busch in the middle of that. Casey Kane up there. 4 wide again. Back down to 3 now. That's where the mid-pack battles. They're the craziest ones here. And I'm not even talking about midfield. I mean like dead in the center of the pack. It doesn't matter how big the pack is. Usually the action seems to happen right in the middle. Once you get some... That could have been bad. I'm not sure how they made it down to that alive, but Harvick ran right into the back of Ken Trader. I'm not sure how that didn't result in a wreck, but he did, and they made it through, so I'm shocked. I about had a heart attack there, but oh man, we're fine. Look at the 5 of Kyle Busch going up the racetrack. Looked like he did a little bit of a side draft mid-turn. Not sure how that worked. And then clears the 0 of Mike Skinner on the bottom. That 5 car is moving. Trying to work his way up through the pack. Ain't no telling what's going on up front. Side by side for the lead. Carl Edwards, and now here comes Greg Biffle. And here comes Kurt Busch. Roush Racing 1, 2, 3 right now, and they're going 3 wide for the lead. Jack Roush is probably holding his breath right now. Alright, Jack, you can breathe. They made it out alive. They figured that out. Kurt Busch is now going to lead his first lap of the day. Man, there is... They used to call Impact Wrestling TNA for total non-stop action. This is TNA racing right here. Non-stop action. Drivers just keep coming along. They're coming and going. for a few laps, someone new seems to be leading this race. Kurt Busch leads yet another lap, though. The 18 of Bobby Labonte moving up through the field. Unfortunately, this is that time we have to take a quick break. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back to the MG Cup Series from Kentucky. Man, this has been a crazy race so far. And now, we just have 20 and a half laps to go. Things are starting to spread out a bit. And this race is starting to not exactly wind down a little bit, but things are starting to nearing the end. 20 laps to go. You see the sun has left us here. The moon is now out. It is pretty dark. See a little bit of sunlight, but it's not too much. We're under the lights here from Kentucky. Got a bit of a train going down the backstretch now. Drivers hopping in line. Looks like they're kind of waiting around now, waiting to make their move. Rusty Wallace, on the other hand, still trying to get back onto the lead lap. Got a slow car. Look out. Look out. 3 wide. They split them. Here comes Jeremy Mayfield. Oh, into the outside wall goes Ken Schrader. Down the racetrack. Collecting Kurt Busch back across the track. And they somehow avoid disaster. But that's going to check everybody up. And Kurt Busch has some damage. I'm not sure how they made it out of that alive, but Kurt Busch is probably going to have to come down pit road, and he is furious over the radio because a lap car just gave him some damage and it possibly just ruined his day. Possibly, I mean, he could have had a top 5 finish there, but now he's got damage slowing him down. He could have had a chance to go for the win, but not anymore. It's going to be very difficult. You see, he's got a lot less straight line speed. It's got to be much harder to turn that car as well because of the aerodynamics. Rusty Wallace trying to get by the 16. Kurt Busch staying out. I don't think he's going to pit unless we get a caution. So we can try to regain some spots. But I think he's gonna try his luck here. Now we've got a bit of separation between the top 3 and the rest of the field because of what happened there. 2 seconds separating the 2 groups. And got another lap car coming up. Look out, Casey Kane seems to be up to speed for the most part. I mean, only about 5 miles an hour slower, so shouldn't be as bad, but oh boy. Oh, we got more. They're also not too much slower. Now, will Casey hold up Carl Edwards to help out his teammate and manufacturer teammate? It's the Evernham Motorsports cars, the 9 and the 19. Could possibly use a pick and roll type thing. But now here comes Jamie McMurray to the inside. McMurray, a fellow Dodge, gonna try to get to the lead and benefit off of this. Underneath Carl Edwards, side by side for the lead down the front stretch. Now where's Mayfield gonna go? He pulls low, gets to the inside of the 32 without incident. But now I hear more lap traffic. That's the 12 of Ryan Newman. Now he seems to only be going about 180, topping out at about 180 down the straightaway. So it's gonna be interesting to see what develops from that. But the leaders side by side for the lead right now once again with just 10 laps to go from Kentucky. Things are they're heating up once again. Oh no, it's 11. Okay. Didn't realize the ticker had already updated, but Carl Edwards is back out in front. Now look at Jeremy Mayfield back up in the second. And he's going to get a push from his teammate, Casey Kane. Kane using the draft to stay with them here. Can he possibly work with his teammate and push Mayfield up to the front? He's trying. He sure is trying to. But now we got another Dodge. That's Ryan Newman in the 12. Coming into the mix. Where's Edwards gonna go? He's gonna have to check up a little bit. Goes down to the apron. Here comes Mayfield. He's gonna try to get underneath that 99. He does. And here comes Jamie McMurray. The 42. They're side by side. Out in front. The Dodges are gonna work together, it seems. Now where's McMurray gonna go? He's gonna look low. The 19 trying to get down as far as he can. The block gets loose. Slides up the racetrack. Here comes Jamie McMurray. Jamie McMurray, Jeremy Mayfield, side by side. Dodges 1-2 out in front from Kentucky with less than 10 laps to go. And things are getting spicy. Now Casey Kane, what's he doing? I'm not sure what Kane's doing. He's down on the bottom. And he's holding up his teammate. What's going on? Kane's stuck in a position that he doesn't really want to be in. And that just hurt his teammate there as well. Now heading down the backstretch in the 3 and 4. Once again, Kane way up the racetrack, gets out of the way. Gonna try to push that 19 back up there. 6 to go. Carl Edwards, what's he gonna do? Runs a little bit higher through 1 and 2, a little bit of a smoother line. Doesn't have too many or as many bumps. Did get a good exit. Now what's he gonna do through 3 and 4? He's gonna try to hop low. Looking low is the 99. Side by side once again for the lead. 5 laps to go. It is getting intense here from Kentucky. Here comes Jeremy Mayfield back up into the picture. More lap cars in the mix. Man, this has got to be a nightmare for Carl Edwards seeing all these lap cars. But luckily, after they get by Tony Raines, they won't have to deal with lap traffic for quite a while. If actually, I don't think they'll have to deal with lap traffic at all in the rest of this race. Kurt Busch at the tail end of the field right now after suffering some damage, but they've got a whole half a lap, so I don't think they'll be getting there. Carl Edwards trying to stay out in front. The rookie Carl Edwards with a strong run here today, being blocked a little bit by the 61. But Raines opens the door. Carl Edwards looking for his first career win in his first season in the MG Cup Series. Can he do it? The 99, cousin Carl Edwards, leads with just 2 laps to go. Jeremy Mayfield trying to close in, using the draft as much as he can. McMurray right there behind him, trying to have a say in this. The rest of the field just kind of battling for whatever they can get. But the top 3 going for a win. They're closing the door just a little bit too. Mayfield had a smooth 3 and 4. But McMurray closed in. A couple cars diving down pit road at the back there, but never mind that. White flag waved that time by. Carl Edwards just has to hold on and have 2 more strong sets of corners. Here comes Jamie McMurray to the inside of Jeremy Mayfield down the backstretch. Neither of these 2 are going to get there. They're side by side. They're slowing each other down. Off of turn 4, Carl Edwards is going to win his first MG Cup Series race. Cousin Carl gets the victory in his first season ever in the MG Cup Series. His first time coming to Kentucky, and he gets the job done. How about that for Carl Edwards? How about that battle at the end there? And a first time winner here today. What a race from Kentucky. What a way for this track to bounce back after that disastrous first race last season. And now it puts on an absolute show this season. Can't believe that Kurt Busch did not wreck there. I can't believe the save Jeff Burton made. I can't believe the carnage we saw. But I can't believe the great racing we saw as well. A hard-earned win for Carl Edwards, but that's going to do it for this one. So hope you all enjoyed. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe. Hope to see you guys next time. And until then, peace.